Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Students, I am your teacher, Saida Abtifar, and today we will discuss some topic related to the acid, base, and salts. So, as you know that, in if we discuss about the property of acids and base, acids have sour taste, while the bases have bitter taste. And the effect of acids on blue litmus paper, we can see that it turns the blue litmus paper into the red, while the bases have no effect on the blue litmus paper. The red litmus paper will show no effect of acid, but it turns blue while we dip into the bases. Acids are corrosive to our skin, and bases also harm our skin tissues. Both of this aqueous solution conduct electricity. Now, there are some common acids, and these are found in your book on table 10.2. Like the most common acid, hydrochloric acid, and its formula is HCl. And we can use for the cleaning of metal, bricks, removing scale from the boiler. Nitric acid HNO3, it is used in the manufacturing of fertilizer as an explosive. Sulfuric acid H2SO4, it is used for the making of chemical drugs, dyes, paints and explosive. While the phosphoric acid is used for the manufacturing of fertilizer, antacids and for the food. You can see the different pictures and uses of the acids. And now come to the bases. Bases, for example, sodium hydroxide can be used for the soap making, while the potassium hydroxide is also for use for the liquid soap and for the shaving cream. Calcium hydroxide is used for the mortar, or you can say the plasters and the cements. And the magnesium hydroxide is used as an antacid and the laxative for the, and it's very useful for our stomach. Now, what are the common acids? Hydrochloric acid, HCl, HNO3, it means nitric acid, and the sulfuric acid, which is H2SO4. And what are the common bases? Sodium hydroxide, potassium hydroxide, and calcium hydroxide, as well as magnesium hydroxide. Now come to the next topic, that is concepts of acids and base, and this topic is given on your book pages 21 and 22. There are the three main and basic concepts of the acids and the bases, and the first one was the Arrhenius concepts, second one was the Bronsted and Lowry concept, and the Lewis concepts. Now students, today we will study about the Arrhenius concept. In this equation, you can see that there is a hydrochloric acid, aqueous solution of hydrochloric acid. It means when it ionizes, it will break down into the positive ion, that is hydronium ion or hydrogen ion. You can say proton, and the chloride ion. This process is known as the ionization of acids. In this example, you can see that the hydrochloric acid, in case of aqueous solution, it will turn into the hydrogen and the chloride ion. According to this example, actually this example is belong to the first concept of acid and base, which was given by the Svante Arrhenius in 1887. What is the concept of acid and base given by the Arrhenius? Arrhenius said that an acid is a substance that ionizes in water to produce hydrogen ion. Hydrogen plus ion or hydrogen ions. An acid is a substance, and substance can be molecule as well as ion. And it always converted into the break into the ions, it means hydrogen. If we are talking about the hydrochloric acid, it will break into the hydrogen ion and the chloride ion. So acids always provide hydrogen ion in the aqueous solution or in the solution which contain water. So what is the limitation, what is the main concept? That it provide hydrogen ion, always provide hydrogen ion, but in aqueous solution. You can see that nitric acid HNO3 will break into the ions after the making of aqueous solution of it. And always write this equation in form of reversible reaction. And other condition is that we will write the water here, because this solution will be ionized in the form of aqueous solution. Okay, now come to the next equation, that is sulfuric acid ionizes, and it will be formed two hydrogen ion and the sulfate ion. Again you will write the water here, because this is an aqueous solution. Okay students, now come to the other example, that is the later, and these are the two examples, and first example I have given before this definition. Now come to the definition of bases according to the Arrhenius. A base is a substance that ionizes in water to produce hydroxyl ion. A base is a substance that ionizes in water to produce hydroxyl ion. It means bases always produce hydroxyl ion when we dissolve in water, and you can say potassium hydroxide will be break into the potassium and hydroxyl ion when we make it aqueous solution, and this sign equation should be reversible. Now other example, ammonium hydroxide will be break into ammonium and hydroxyl ion. It means acids always produce hydrogen ion and bases always produce hydroxyl ion. Now what about the ammonia, that is the gas, and we know that ammonia is a base, and carbon dioxide is a gas which form carbonic acid, which is acidic in nature, and sulfur dioxide, that is the gas which forms sulfuric acid. So ammonia, carbon dioxide, sulfur dioxide are not in the form of aqueous solution, but we know that ammonia is a base because it will produce ammonium hydroxide, and carbon dioxide will produce carbonic acid, that is an acid, and sulfur dioxide will produce sulfuric acid, that is an acid. So these are the gases which does not contain, ammonia does not contain OH ion, but we can say that this is a base, we say that is a base. Carbon dioxide does not contain hydrogen, but it is from the acid, and sulfur dioxide doesn't contain the hydrogen, but it is the base for the formation of sulfuric acid. So Arrhenius was failed to explain the acid and bases which didn't contain the hydrogen or hydroxyl ion.